So Twitch has like a new 30-second delay, which is super fun. So I'm probably on and you guys are listening to me, but I don't know if it's running yet. I'm looking at Twitch waiting for it to update. Let's see what we got. Ooh. There I am. Let's see. So Twitch has like a new 30-second delay, which is super fun. So I'm probably on and you guys are listening to me, but I don't know if it's running yet. I'm looking at Twitch waiting for it to update. I'm just chilling until somebody actually joins. Oh wow, Toby, Bob, Custodis? Wow. Let's go. Alright. This is Alpha. Apparently there's no audio? No way. Okay, yeah, I do have audio. Oh my god, the music. So the music is by Raj Man, who has been a Stonehearth member. He's been involved with us since the beginning. And yeah, he is amazing. Really amazing. He actually pulled an all-nighter to get that title track to us in time. So major props to Raj. Yeah, he did all the music for the alpha and we're super happy with it. So this is Stonehearth Alpha. Yay! I guess like I could do like a pop-up video thing where I can tell you all the stuff that like went into this. So like, well, whatever. Let's just play for now. Let's just veg out. So I need berries and I need wood. This is like the perfect spot, right? So let's go here. This banner thing will become more meaningful. Look, he's bald. This banner will become more meaningful as the game goes on. It'll have like functionality attached to it. Like your guys will naturally rally towards the banner and you'll be able to maybe give them gross directions by moving the banner around. Oh look. So here's the fire, which broke in the first release. We had to like scramble and like make another release to get out. Because the fire, honestly, is probably the coolest thing in the alpha, and then like it didn't work in the first release. Oh, by the way, the release that fixes the fire is not up on Humble yet, which is will be fixed soon, but it's up on Steam. So if you downloaded it through Steam, you can get it. You want build 10. If your screen says like build 1.0.9 or 0.0.9 or something in the lower right corner of the title screen, you have build 9 and get build 10 through Steam. Yeah, so, okay, you guys are lazy to work. So, you guys have probably noticed by now if you're playing that like we left in all the debug keys. Right? So, crazy stuff like that's F10 if you want to see how the renderer is doing. Pathfinders is like F9. They're not looking for many paths. Okay, let's make a carpenter. So I'm using hotkeys on the menus, which work. I usually like making small stockpiles, like lots of little stockpiles. For whatever reason, people tend to naturally make enormous stockpiles when they're just starting off, which is fine. It's just funny. So the hotkeys, right? So here's structures is S, build is B, and then workshop is W. Carpenter is C. So if you want to like build a workshop really fast, carpenter workshop, you can just go build workshop carpenter BWC, right? And if you go too fast, the menu freaks out. It's a known bug. I have to fix that. Everyone's hungry, but there's no consequence to being hungry except that you'll eventually get like a slight speed debuff. So I'm just gonna let him be hungry for now because I want to make a carpenter. Oh, what are you guys saying? I should actually look. I'm like too into my game. Yeah, way to go, Ellogeyen. This guy just looked like the carpenter, so he's the carpenter. All right, berries. Berries. Okay, what are you doing? You should not be. Oh, he's eating. He's hungry. Sorry. So this is a feature that just barely made it into the alpha that Stephanie jammed in, which is that I want to make like a bunch of fences, because fences are the best thing about the alpha except for the firewood pit. So I can just say, hey, let's make sure that there are always 2 fences available. So then as I'm crafting them and they're being consumed, Ellogeyen will already automatically make more. So instead of like crafting 10, I can just say always make sure there are 2 in the inventory. And then bam, now I've got some automation going. Oh yeah, sorry guys, this is Tom speaking. Lemons asks, will we be able to navigate using the WASD keys, WASD? No. We tried that, or we had that active before, and it turns out that there's some really valuable keys in WASD, like S especially, and we want those keys to be available in the UI. So no. In the short term, we will not give you control of the camera with WASD. Eventually, and this is low priority, so eventually we'll have keybinds for everything, and you can do whatever you want. But WASD will not come soon. Okay, so just for fun, I'm gonna try to like put like little fences around my berries. So let's put that guy right there. Put that guy, and on the action bar down here, there are hotkeys for like 1, and then if there are multiple buttons, 2, 3, 4, whatever, just like in WoW. So like if you want to chop down like all these trees, I can go click 1, click 1, click 1, right? So that's fast. Sorry, Toby Billy. The good news is if your Stonehearth crashes every time it opens, you're probably sending crash reports to us. We'll be able to fix it. Wow, getting a lot of weird beeping. Okay, so I need more fences. So notice as I'm consuming these fences, Ellogeyen here is like, oh, I need more fences. So he's making more automatically because I have set him to maintain. This is what this equal sign means. Equals 2 means maintain 2 fences always. Little known feature of crafting is that this open sign, like if I toggle it, I can close the shop. And now Ellogeyen won't work anymore, at least after he finishes this item. Yeah, so he's like, oh, shop's closed, so he's not working. And then if I come in here and I like open the shop again, he'll go back to work. Okay, that's a bug. He was like sawing in midair. Alright, we need beds, because like somebody just fell asleep. Oh, Leia had to sleep on the ground and she was not happy. So let's make another carpenter. Build workshop. Oh, see, the menu broke. Build workshop carpenter. Let's just put it over here. It's for. Oh, okay. Camera issues. No. Are we alright? We're alright. Oh no. Poor people. Build workshop carpenter. Boom. Put the outbox on the side. And you'll notice that like the outbox is naturally drained by workers, although for some reason this one's not getting drained. The idea is that like the workers will haul things into your stockpiles and your crafters don't have to worry about that. And let's promote somebody. So she's right next to it. Arrow keys for navigation, Klondrick. We will definitely add that. Someone came up with that idea like literally like 3 days ago, like, why don't we have the arrow keys for navigation? And that makes total sense. So we'll do that for sure. So people need beds. Let's make some beds. We'll make 4 beds and the rest of you, they can fight for them. Okay, I need a gate. So let's make a picket fence gate. And I can reorder my queue, right? By doing that, saying work on the gate now. And that's what he's doing. Also, we have 2 fences, so he didn't need to like make more. Alright, we're gonna need more wood, so chop down more trees. That one, that one. Oh, sunset. Sunset's cool. And you can see there's boundaries to the world. All this is temporary. Eventually the world will be as far as you can see. And we have the technology to actually stream in more world as your settlement gets bigger and you can see further. So all that stuff will come in. It's just a matter of time. Okay, chat. Can you stream it? Nothing. You can stream whatever you want. So yeah, so you can stream Stonehearth. You can make Stonehearth YouTube videos. You can do whatever you want with online media, and you can monetize it. We are not going to come after you because. Yes, in fact, we are happy when you do that. So yeah, feel free. Do your Let's Play stuff. We're totally into that. And we like that you like showing off the game too. Okay, we need some beds. And look, here's the fire. I love the fire. When we add stone to the game, soon, not really soon, because first order of business is fixing crash bugs and fixing performance. But soon, when we add the ability to harvest stone, you can make more fire bits and lots of other cool stone stuff, like whatever, statues. You're welcome, Varian. Can you save worlds on the alpha? No. Save does not work yet. Turns out save is actually really complicated if you think about all the things that need to get saved, like the state of all your AIs. It's not just like, oh, you have 4 buildings down. There's lots of stuff that needs to get saved so that like when you restore the game, people understood what they were doing when you saved. Things like that. So save is very high priority for us, but Alpha 1 does not support saving. Yeah. Steam key does not work after I accidentally downloaded the game from Humble Bundle. Monkey, it should work. If you're having problems with the Steam key or with the download once you get to the Humble Bundle page, I suggest mailing support on Humble Bundle. Contact at humblebundle.com. But it should work. We're not giving you an either/or option. It's both. Okay, so I'm doing pretty good here with my fence around my berry bushes. I feel like my other carpenter is idle, so I'm gonna have him always make fences too. Yay! I think she's my favorite. I like this model the best. I'm not sure why. She's just like, should I not have favorites? She's my favorite. I think it's the like sort of high hair. It seems like she's got like attitude. You don't see really people wearing their hair that way nowadays. You guys are just gonna have to starve because I would just for fun want to like harvest these bushes when they're like enclosed in a fence, so everyone has to go through the gate. It would be funny. Do the villagers have pet logs at night? They keep taking logs to the fire and dropping them close by. What's going on there? That's funny that you think that, because that would be pretty neat. But what's going on is they're probably taking the logs somewhere else, and then when it gets to be night, if a fire's nearby, they're like, okay, screw this, it's time to chill. And they drop their log, forget what they were doing, and then go like relax by the fire. So that's what's going on. Oh, look. Okay, so this is neat. So Leia has found her bed, and this is now her bed. So she's the only one who'll sleep in it. So there's sort of a concept of ownership, which is neat. Yeah, I don't know. It's the alpha. It kind of works. We know we have a lot of work to do, but we sort of had to get something out to get the information about what it would take to stabilize the engine. Like the crash reports we've gotten already have been really, really helpful. So thanks for that, everyone who opted in. My fence is almost done. This is like a miracle. How do you turn on the campfire? You don't turn it on. Bob Joe, if you have wood, in your stockpiles, then they should automatically grab some and pop it in the fire when night falls. Now it's an alpha, so who knows what's going to happen, right? We definitely have bugs, but that's the way it's supposed to work. Like you'll see next time night falls, I haven't done anything to the stockpile. You can't even do anything to it except move it, right? Alright. my fence is complete. So let's build a dining set. Let's build a dining set right here. So we'll build the cheapo chairs just so it'll go faster. I want 6 of these, and I want 2 dining tables. Dining tables don't do anything yet, but they just look nice, so let's make them. So eventually, these things will be useful, like you can see in the description. Wooden practice sword. Upgrades a settler into a swordsman, but not yet. Combat is coming in a future alpha. So just like I created a workshop, some more wood. Just like I created a workshop to promote these guys to carpenters. Let's just make a sword just so you can see one. I mean, you can make one. It doesn't do anything. To get swordsmen in the game, you'll craft a sword and then hand that sword to someone, and then bam, they'll upgrade themselves to the swordsman class, and then you'll be able to defend yourself against the monsters which don't exist, which is why there's no swordsman yet. All that stuff is coming, but you know how it goes. Please be patient. We have the option to order a line of fences built. Yeah, I know. Placing these fence things one by one is pretty annoying. I think it's kind of fun, but I can see how you just want to be able to like drag out a rectangle and say make a rectangle of fences like that, and that's the kind of stuff. So here's a sword. It doesn't do anything, but eventually you'll upgrade. You'll use this to upgrade someone to a swordsman. Dude, why are you so lazy? Hey, wait a minute. So this is Ellogeyen's. This is Ellogeyen's crafting table. Do I have to do that? Do we have a bug? No. I'm not sure why she's not building this stuff. Okay, let's nuke that one. Make my stuff. Oh, sorry, it was this guy's. Yeah, okay, so we have a bug. So that maintained entry in the queue was delaying things from getting built. Even though it shouldn't have been, because we have our 2 fences. That's okay. No worries. It looks like the UI could get pretty crowded if you have a lot of things that you want to keep a certain number of stock of. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a very good point. Like this will only really accommodate 4 things. So I'll show you like what happens if you like. What can we make? We can make more big fences. Yeah, on that, right? So we have these arrows where you can sort of scroll through, right? That's not great. There are other things we can do. We could like resize these so they got smaller. Like these could be half the size, right? It'd still be pretty legible. So maybe as you're adding things, if you go beyond the vertical bounds, the other ones get smaller so that you can have like 8 little ones in here. But another thing is we don't want you, that the inconvenience is a little bit intentional. Not to the extent it is now, but we don't want you to be able to go to the carpenter and maintain 1 of each. And now I don't have to do anything, and I'll always have something available. We want you to think about what you're choosing to build. The game shouldn't play itself. So that's kind of where we're at there. But yeah, we do want it to be more convenient than it is now to have a longer queue. Just not like a queue of 20. That's a little silly. People don't always sleep on beds even though they're available. That's right. If someone is really tired, they will not sleep in their bed. For instance, the beds are over here. If my dude is way over here chopping down this tree, it's a long way back to his bed. So he just may say, forget about it. I'm just going to sleep on the ground. And we'll have to tune that. I mean, it's behavior that we definitely want. Because, I mean, there could be you could have constructed a maze, unintentionally a maze between his bed and where he is, through gates and alleys and stuff. And if it takes him if it takes him an hour to get to his bed, that's not very smart, right? So we're trying to make him smart. This guy knows that his bed is far away. He's just not gonna camp out for the night. That's the intent of that programming. If it's tuned incorrectly, we'll bias him to favor the bed a little bit more, a little bit less. Alright, so I got my 6 tables, or chairs, now I just need one more table. How are we doing here? Yeah, there's the table. Oh, I'm out of wood. We need more wood. More wood! Get back to work. Lazy. Okay, so I'm gonna make a stockpile here, and I'm gonna say that this is... Oh no. What happened? Uh-oh. So this is part of the stockpile editor. I don't know if this is XSplit or if it's a bug. It's probably a bug. Close. Oh, we were doing so well. We were doing so well. I don't want to restart. Let's see if I can, like, do that. Is this thing around? No, it's not around. Is it? Away. Repaint yourself. Well, this is depressing. Hey, it's Alpha. Okay. Okay, great. Now, go away. Okay, we're back. Basically, you were seeing some bugs with the way that the UI was redrawing itself. Okay, but what I wanted to do... Dare I try again? I'm gonna try again. Because I want to, like, edit the stockpile. I want to make this, like, our food... No, I'm not gonna do it. Forget about it. Where's my second table? I was gonna, like, make this, like, a food-only stockpile. This one right here. But I'm not gonna bother. We're host. We're host. Oh, we're back. This is the render. Whoa, see that spike? Occasional spikes. Not sure what's going on there. We're still at 60 FPS. That's so funny, she fell asleep when she was trying to deliver that chair. Okay, now our dining set is complete. Let's get some berries. Oops. Picking berries, picking berries. Oh, sorry, you should be... Oh wait, yeah. So... Oh! That's okay, we can go again. Let's go again. If this annoys you, hit escape. Here, I'll do it again. Oh. If I try to start it too quickly, Steam complains. Bam, hit escape, it goes away. It's funny, I put that in this morning. Like, we should really put the company name somewhere on this thing. And it annoyed me so much that I'm like, alright, time to add an escape option. Also, well... Let's go. And this Twitch delay really annoys me. I know I'm not alone in my annoyance. I hope they can fix it. Alright, by the way, Humble Bundle is like a hell of a company. So, it's like the 30th, which means normal people are on vacation. Usually, for like New Year's. And the guys at Humble Bundle were like available instantly for us when we needed to upload the build and when we made a mistake and needed to upload a new one. So, thank you so much to them for like actually being really, really responsive. Where should we settle? I kind of want to settle on the mountains, but there are no berries in the mountains now, so that's kind of dooming everyone to die. Although no one can die right now, that's kind of funny. It's dooming everyone to be grumpy. Here, I'm gonna settle right here. Uh-oh. Oh. Stephanie's brought juice. Look, wait. Look, it's juice. Hold on. It's sparkling juice. We're celebrating. Stephanie does not know how to open the juice. Here, look. What do you think? I think there's foil. It's probably a twist off. It's alcoholic juice. No, it's not. It's just juice. Wow, this is challenging. This is way more challenging than it should be. Holy cow. Here, maybe you just twist off. Okay, I see. Okay. This is crazy. I'm being trolled. I'm being trolled by the bottle. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. Juice. Alright. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Should we pour one out for Chris? So, Chris is visiting his family in Canada, but he's actually still working, so yeah, he may be watching. Chris, sorry that you don't get juice, but we'll save some for you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, did we pour him one? Let's pour him one and put it on his desk, and it'll be like flat and disgusting. There you go. Here's your juice, Albert. Tony, come here and have juice. I'm chopping down trees for now. Alright. Yeah, this is classy, right? Classy. Tony's poring over crash reports now. Oh, it's sunset. Zoom out for sunset. Yeah, Tony values crashes over juice.
Right.
Okay. Yay, Alpha 1. Woo.
All you guys for supporting us.
Camera's right there. Tony wants to be off camera. No, you're not on camera. There's Tony.
Awesome fan base. Yes. Whatever time it is, where you are.
Okay, that was good. That's actually, it's like,
Really good.
it's grape juice, but it's like sparkling grape juice. Let's see what's in this thing. Hold on.
Red fruit.
Ingredients: sparkling filtered water, Concord grape juice, high fructose corn syrup. Well, that's probably why it's so good. It's high fructose corn syrup. Are there going to be bodies of water or ruins? Yes and yes. Night Basilisk. Nice name. There will be both. We've actually been talking about how we're going to add things like ruins. And it's tricky because we want to do it in a way where like you can shove in stuff too. So that will be good. What else? Wild Kitty. Or Wilder Kitty? What's Wilder Kitty's problem? You downloaded the installer 20 minutes ago. The hotfix is not in it. Yeah, so Humble Bundle is working on uploading build 10 to their store now. Yeah. In fact, I'm checking my mail, and they're on it like literally right now. So they're like two 45 meg files, and they're like 8 different stores that it has to go up to because every Kickstarter tier is a different store. So it'll take them a little while. Oh look, see, they're toasting too. They're all hungry. I kind of like it when they're hungry. It's sadistic. So it'll take. Give them a little bit of time. They're working on it now, but it will go up. So, right. I mean, going forward, you can expect the alpha to be updated reasonably often. It's not going to be updated every day. Our process is going to be, we have to look at your feedback from both like your written feedback and the crash reports and put together sort of a critical mass of changes so it's actually worth it to get through our release process, which is kind of involved. We have a special box that does all the builds for a lot of reasons. But we spin a build from there and then we test it internally here. And then if it's good, we have automated processes to push it up to Steam, push it up to our website, and then we notify Humble and they upload it. So it's not just like free to get a build out there. So, I mean, our goal is to update the alpha more than once a month, and initially a lot more than once a month, but it's not going to be like every day. Don't expect that. Look, she's sleeping with her head in a bush. That's hilarious. Bush head. I can show you why. So F12 shows you all the collision boxes, and right now the black boxes are collision boxes, and you can see that like right now the bushes have no collision boxes, which is easy to fix, but it's not there yet. So that's why people can sleep with their heads in bushes. Oh, it's funny. F12 is also the Steam screenshot key. Where are you going? What? Honestly, where are you going? Ella? Or Elena? Elena? Where are you going? F9 for the Pathfinder. Where? Elena? No, come back. She's defecting. This has never happened before. Elena! Elena! Where are you going? Oh, she found the path down. Wow, she's resourceful. She's gonna go down here. She's trying to go like all the way over like here. Because what they do is they don't, when they find berries and they want to sit on the ground, they don't just sit down immediately. They find like a place that's like nearby. But they have to be able to path to it. So nearby for Elena, she probably grabbed these berries like here. It's like, oh, I want to sit nearby, which is like here. Which kind of is, if you don't account for elevation, which is exactly what she did. Oh my gosh. Watch, she's gonna go like right here or something, and then she's gonna sit down and have her lunch, and then she's gonna go all the way back up. That is hilarious. Boom. Yum. I need to animate these fingers. Maybe I can get that in by the next patch. Their hands are always that big. Big hands, big feet, big head. Whoa! That was funky. She's a sorcerer. Okay, what are you guys saying? Sorry, I'm neglecting you. Let's build a small house, just for fun. Structures. Let's put it here. No, let's not do it. Let's get rid of these bushes. Then we can put it there. Yeah, chop down that bush. Bet you didn't know you could chop down bushes. You can. But then they're gone forever, so it's not really a great idea. Salem Witch Trials. Okay, simple room. We're gonna have it have a vista. There, that's a pretty good view, right? Boom. How we do? Oh, it didn't crash. We did great. Go little guys. Eventually, we're gonna have a way of hiding these sort of blueprints. I mean, it's cool when you're like designing and planning stuff, but sometimes you just don't want to show them because it kind of breaks immersion. Sometimes they kind of get in the way, so you'll be able to toggle them on and off. The Steam version is up to date. Battingless. It's much easier for us to push something to Steam than Humble because there's no human involved. We just push a button and then it automatically gets uploaded to Steam. So that one will usually be up to date first. Now the trick to Steam is sometimes you have to force it to upload the client by killing Steam, which means close the Steam window and also go into your sys-tray in Windows and make sure it's not running there either. And then once you've totally killed it, restart it, then it'll then go to Stonehearth in your library and it'll update. Yeah, so these blue things obviously are going to be ladders, so I need to make a ladder model and I climb up and down the ladder animation. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Oh, sunset. Zoom out for sunset. Oh, it's so pretty. That's alright. The fog needs work, but whatever. It's there for now. You've been streaming Hearthstone? I tried streaming Hearthstone this weekend. I love Hearthstone. It's really, really, really fun. Oh, we need beds. Wow, I've actually done kind of a lot without even making a carpenter. Usually that's the first thing I make. Build, workshop, carpenter. I think the thing I'm looking most forward to is actually, building. But the second thing, like getting this house finished and other stuff. The second thing I'm looking forward to, right behind building. Wow, did you see that? That was like a lightning strike. Is adding more professions. Like adding the weaver. The weaver and I think the miner will be the next two that we add. You look like a good hunter. We need chairs. And we need beds. So let's make some chairs. Let's go for a simple wooden chair. There's 6 of us. And beds. But I'm gonna make 5 beds. Just to be a little bit cruel. Alright. Elena, you're so lazy. Stop eating. We need crafting. Stuff to be made. Let's move this. Right here. How soon can we expect a direct updater for the DRM free version? All it would take would be a file in the directory that can be executed to check about. Yeah, well, Wilder Kitty, you're right. That is all it would take, but that's actually a decent amount of work. So an auto updater for the direct download version will happen. When will it happen? I don't know. I mean, fixing the crash bugs and the stability bugs and things like people getting stuck way too easily are all higher priority than that. But I understand that it's a bit of a pain to constantly re-download new versions. So we will have an auto updater. It's not yet, and I wouldn't expect it in the first 3 alphas. Maybe Alpha 5 would have it. Yeah, so, I mean, like, let's build another carpenter's workshop just for the heck of it. Just so I can show you this. Like, I learned a lot about, so I did UI design and implementation for VMware for like 12 years. But designing an UI for a game is actually really, really different than it is for like a business application. It's who knew? Yeah, who would have thought? But it's like way, way, way different. And I learned a ton about game UI design and interface design from 2 games which do it particularly well. Hearthstone, not surprisingly, and actually Papers, Please. And this stamp to approve your selection of a carpenter, oops, is definitely inspired by Papers, Please. Right? If anyone's played that game, it should be the inspiration should be obvious. In both those games, what they do really well is they present a UI that's like clear and but also interesting. And it has great physicality to it, which I've tried to incorporate in my designs. Like, you can't be too literal about it, but the way that this thing comes down and bounces, like it's really on chains. And we wanted it to look a little bit like a workman's table, right? This could have been like a very simple Windowsy like dialogue, or having like these sort of proclamations, like workshop carpenter, right? Like, let's make this sort of like a design plan, stuff like that. Even like little things, like the tooltip that pops up in the lower right, like making it bounce. It has that little bounce which catches your eye. Really great stuff. Which is why it's helpful for me to play a lot of games, just to see what other games are doing and really, look at them with a designer's eye to see what is this guy doing specifically to make the UI both like functional and also fun and engaging. Yeah, so like this window has gone through literally probably a dozen iterations. I'll do like a Desktop Tuesday where I show you all the different iterations that it's gone through, and it's funny because they've all been like useful, but the beginning ones are like super boring. So a lot of the changes, like I said, aren't about like necessarily making it more usable or faster use or something, but making it more interesting and fun. Yeah, Papers, Please UI is awesome, right? The cool thing I like about Papers, Please is that, well, you can get into kind of a groove, where it's like part of the game is like, they give you really limited desktop space, so your elements have to overlap. So part of the game is like flipping things around so that you can like efficiently flip through your papers and stuff in a really real world way, which I think is super clever. Oh, here's a bug. Like her plate is like, well, it's gone, but the female animation for eating in a chair is busted. Here the plate is in the right spot, but it's the other way around. Do they make any tables? Nope. One UI that we're missing is something that will let you... Oh look, there's this bug again. Where that UI isn't really there, but it's being drawn. We need some kind of UI that will give you an overview of like everything that you're crafting and the state of all your crafters. Like, are you stuck anywhere or whatever else? Let's make some tables. My UI is totally freaking out now. How do we make it unfreak out? Obscure it. Bring it back. Up. Boom. Right. Wow, that was fun. Okay. Let me go for another like 5 minutes or so, and then I gotta get out of here to go to the airport. Look, it's us. Right. And we're just gonna let the theme play through while I answer your questions, because it's like super awesome and I like listening to it. So there's going to be an option bar so you can turn off the shadows of Stonehearth. Yes. There will be an options bar, but if you go to C:, wherever you installed the darn thing, which for me is program files, Stonehearth, and then look in your install directory, look at stonehearth.json, and you'll see a whole bunch of options there. And one of the options is enable shadows, and it's set to true. So set that to false. Here, let's see if I can add a window. What? Oh, apparently you have to put it in user settings, but there is no user settings. Oh, it's in local app data. All right. So you need to go to local app data, which is in. Oh my god. Huh? All right, I'm gonna tell you how to do it if you have direct. Actually. Okay, so if you downloaded the game directly, go to on Windows C:\users / your username /appdata /local /Stonehearth, and there's a file in there called usersettings.json. And then man. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can get XSplit to behave. Show this window. File. That's green region. This one. Okay, that's this. Resize it. Oh, okay, so you see this? This is the contents of my stonehearth.json file in the install directory. So this is in like program files, Stonehearth or whatever. Grab this line, enable shadows, copy it. Now go to your local app data directory, which is something like C:\users, Tom, app data, local, Stonehearth. There'll be a user settings.json file, and that's this file. Okay, and then you come in here and you go boink, right? Paste that in there. Here, paste it on top because this is a JSON file, and so that comma is pretty important. And then change this to false, and that'll turn off shadows. Okay, I know that was crazy, but way too hard. So we will have an options screen fairly soon. Yeah, okay. Not app data. Sorry, you gotta go. You go start run local app data, not app data. Like % local app data % to get to your local app data directory. I hope someone's writing this down. Put it on the discourse or something. We'll have an option screen soon. The game at this point is seeing how long you can play before the bugs start killing all your settlers. That's about right. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we are well aware that we have many crash bugs and lots of gameplay bugs. But getting the game out there now has helped us already and will continue to help us in finding those bugs and squashing them. So, and that is our top priority, is fix the crash bugs, fix the performance issues, fix the major gameplay bugs like people getting stuck, and then we'll start moving on to features. You can't get on the game through Steam or direct download, Lego Freak? Why not? What's your problem? Do we read the discourse? We do read the discourse, the pick one, but we are going to move more and more towards Stonehearth Guru, which is the official beta forums. The biggest reason being that Curse has a lot of infrastructure to help us manage a forum. The discourse has been great, but I feel like we benefit from having a sort of more traditional forum layout with the threads and stuff like that. So that's where we look at first, is the Stonehearth Guru forums, which you can get to pretty easily by going to community on stonehearth.net, and then it's the top link. Have you guys seen the roadmap? Let's see, I'll put up the roadmap and then get out of here. Oh, we also put up a trailer, I don't know if you saw that. Add screen region. Not the whole window, not the whole window. Alright. Okay, so here is our roadmap. Resize this thing. Is that good enough? That's pretty good. Sorry, Geomancer. So this, we copied this format from Starbound, which is super awesome, and they had a great roadmap, so now we're just like pretty much stealing it. At least the idea. Thanks, Starbound. We will keep this up to date, and this lets you know all the different things that we're doing, and roughly the order that we're doing them. So like these different categories. The Game Master is not in the game yet at all. Multiplayer, not there. Nope. But world generation, we've got a decent handle on, and the engine is coming along nicely. Like building, you can build simple houses, and the roofs don't work, so it's not there. We have one class, so that's not really there either. We've done some thinking of monsters and denizens, which is why that's 10%. We actually have a couple of monsters working, but they're not ready for prime time. So down here, you can see like all the different stuff in each category, and this isn't absolutely everything, but it's a lot. It captures like the major points. And we're going to march down each of these lists roughly in priority order. And of course, we'll work on multiple lists at the same time. So Albert's going to jam away on world generation. At the same time, Tony's going to keep going on engine and tech, and you know, Stephanie and I will work on player classes or whatever else. And then as we start knocking these off, you know, we'll say complete, or in progress. So check back on this thing, you know, maybe like once a week or something, and you can see how we're progressing in the game. And this is kind of what we think we're going to do. You know, it's good to have a plan, but software development is fluid, and our plans will change based on how things go, and also based on your feedback. If like you guys really love building, then we may reprioritize building over, you know, whatever else, the Game Master. Okay. So I mean, that's sort of the whole point of doing an early alpha, and that's the way we want to build the games, with your feedback. So that's the roadmap, and that's the flash stream. So yay, Stonehearth Level 1 is out. This is kind of like a beginning, obviously not an end. Lots of work to do, but thanks everyone for supporting us, and we will be around, and that's it for now. Let's try to find the off button. What do you think? I think it's this one.